Hello, Carl here with Sustainability Theory News. We're over at modernfarmer.com, and they have an article on how you can turn a cemetery into an apiary, apple grove, or more, finding new life for an old piece of property. I'm reminded of the movie Caddyshack with Rodney Dangerfield saying cemeteries and golf courses are the biggest wastes of real estate out there. Now, I do like the occasional game of golf, and I think respecting the dead of our society is a big indicator in how we treat others. But that doesn't mean we can't have multiple uses for these cemeteries. They might end up being a decent permaculture area, maybe an apiary or a place where bees can congregate and make honey. A couple of cemeteries are making honey under brands of Rest in Bees or the Sweet Hereafter. A cider manufacturer who was keeping bees at the cemetery noticed that there was an heirloom apple tree that had enough apples to make hundreds of bottles of cider. So he got permission to harvest them. Another cemetery uses juniper berries and persimmons to flavor beer. And gin as well. There are a lot of different ways you can incorporate permaculture design into a cemetery, and it can look good and provide produce. Maybe the groundskeeper will make it for some income for the property owner. Maybe it'll be a local volunteer group. Maybe it's a church-owned cemetery and the church will give the food away to the poor or sell it for their general fund. Now, of course, with any situation, there could be potential cons or potential drawbacks. Well, the caskets are typically made of treated wood. As that leaches down and into the water and to the surrounding roots, maybe the plants can uptake those chemicals. Also, embalming fluid in the bodies, as they break down, maybe it could cause some toxic runoff. But if it's good soil, there's some studies that show that if plants have the minerals they need, they won't go looking for minerals through the toxic chemicals that may already be present in the soil. So, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, but typically these cemeteries are underutilized in terms of what they can provide the community. It could become even a community gathering space, like they mentioned in this article, if it had a greater purpose, such as permaculture. Now, of course, I will link to this article in the description if you'd like to read more about it, and if you'd like to see more news headlines like this, subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.